Hello and welcome back to this week's video. In this week's video, I have got some bees, as you can tell, but before we get into any of it and you see more about this hive, let's jump into how we got this hive and what happened over there. So I didn't explain this, but basically we found a local guy off Facebook Marketplace. And when I say local, it was about an hour and a half drive from where we are, but that's as local as it gets around by where we are in the south of France. So we found this really nice beekeeper and he was so enthusiastic with the hobby. He absolutely was really good with showing us like everything we need to do. Like he had me in his house building frames. He had us there for about an hour running us through everything, just making sure we've got the knowledge we need going into this, and he was just genuinely trying to help. And you can probably hear a bit in the background of like a bit of translation because my cousin speaks fluent French, but obviously I am not fully fluent French, so my cousin was doing a lot of translation for us, but I could still tell he was a really nice guy, and he gave us a little present, help us at the beginning. So he gave us a full pack of fondant as well, which was really good of him. And as you can see on the screen now, I just made a frame by melting the wax onto the metal beams. So yeah, we found this guy on Facebook Marketplace and we got the bees off him, and he ran us through everything, so we were very prepared for when we got the bees and took them home. Now this is the sketchiest thing in the world. Walking a beehive down to the forest. Nearly running over a dog. Right, so I forgot to film getting the hive into the forest because it was a pain in the bum, to be honest. We had to carry the hive from the beginning to the forest to here. It's not overly light, but we also brought yesterday a box of wildflowers and a load of assortment of flowers anyway, so we're going to plant them about now, and I'll show you some videos of that. The wildflowers here, and we're literally just going to scatter them about where the mud is. You aren't really supposed to act very that discharge, but to be honest, even if 10% of these grow, I'll be happy. And this is the perfect time of year to be planting these flowers as well. So there's 6 different variations of flowers and colours, so it is very nice. And these ones are weird. Look at this. Got some weird flower seeds. Cool. And let's see what grows from that. So I'm putting on my now muddy brand new bee suit. I'm sure it'll get muddy anyway, but so I haven't got any gloves yet. I haven't got any trousers yet. This is very unprepared. So all I'm going to do, I'm just putting this on for precaution, is open up the front of the hive so the bees can be free and start making some honey. There we go. So the hive is open. Well, next time I come down, I'll bring down my big camera as well to get some cool shots. I'm just going to make sure we've got some food for the first couple of days, just while they get used to the area. And as you can see, we've got some lovely fondant in there. So that's ant fondant, and they should be enjoying that quite. We're going to leave these to settle in now. We'll probably come down later on today just to show you, won't interrupt them too much. When the guy showed us yesterday inside our hive, there was so much larva and brood, so the colony is looking very strong. So we're getting headed back up, and it's currently like probably 7:30ish. So we were up at about 6 o'clock, and it took us about an hour to get this down. It's not been very easy, not because how far it is, it's just not very easy. But the bees are here, they're settling, and they're safe. That's all that matters. So right, so we're back at the beehive, and I forgot to put trousers on. So I haven't got bee suit trousers, and I've also forgot to just wear normal trousers. So that isn't a great start, but I've got gloves this time. And I've got them some 2-to-1 ratio of water and sugar for a little syrup, just to help them boost at the beginning, because these bees, I can't really show you at the moment because I haven't got my smoker yet. The comb isn't fully drawn out yet, so they need a bit of helping hands just till they got the comb drawn out, and then I'll stop the sugar water. But this is just a temporary thing to help them out, because they're just getting used to the areas and everything else. So let's go over slowly. And as I said, I haven't got a smoker, but I've ordered a smoker, trousers, proper gloves, a hive tool, and a super for when it is ready for a super. So let's come over. And there is a little feeding chamber in here, as you'll see. So as you can see there's quite a few bees having some fondant. So let's move the fondant a bit back, just because it's right on the entrance. And we're going to put a bit of the sugar water just in this little bowl here. And that will probably do. I should probably get a little cup, like a lid from a Coke bottle, to put in there for a bit extra. But at the moment, I haven't really got anything like that, so I might just put them like a little tiny pool in there, just so they can come and get it when they want. So I'll leave that in there like that for now. It's in a little bowl if you come here. So if you see here, there's a little bowl there with some in, and then I put some in this corner as well, just in case if they want that. And then there's fondant here that they're absolutely loving, just for now. And I'm really, to be honest, I'm quite gutted that we can't have a look inside. My cousin, who was the cameraman, was chased by a bee, and he ran and fell into the thingy. So yeah, I'm not going to disturb these anymore. Let's get this on, and I'll have to wait until I've got my smoker to have a proper look inside the hive, unfortunately. So I did say I'd bring my camera down as well, but there we go, that's back on. I did say I'll bring my camera down to get some better pictures, but I can't lie to you, I completely forgot about my camera. So there we go, the hive is set back, and here we are. It looks really cool, and you can see the amount of bees going in and out of this hive. The beehive is coming along. I'm going to leave this down here as well, so I can top it up for them when I need, whenever I need. And we came down today to do some more tree cutting down, but it's all the way over there, so it's not too close to the bees, so they will not be disturbed very much. And when I get my new stuff, I'll make sure to film a video so I can show you inside the hive. So if you want to see inside the hive and what my colony looks like currently, and so you can see what state the comb's at, how many frames they've actually got worked on, because this colony was not long in a nuke, and it's just been swapped over to a brood box. So they're currently still working on building up their hive nice and strong. But as you can see, there's a lot of workers getting in and out, and they'll be finding all sorts of pollen around. They've got the fondant for now and the sugar water for a temporary boost, just as they're finding out the foundations, and as we get some more flowers growing around the area. And yeah, so in a 2-mile radius, so there's definitely lots of flowers. For example, in my uncle's campsite, which is literally 1 kilometre away, he has got so many flowers, so if they go up there, they've definitely got enough. But yeah, so here is the hive, and that is probably going to be about it for this week's video. I don't know what else I can show you, but make sure you stay tuned for the other bee video, where we'll be showing you everything that we've got and that we're getting for the beehive, and see inside of it, see all the brood and larvae. So I'm really excited to have a look inside, but I'm just going to hold off my temptation for now. So as you can see, The bees are absolutely buzzing, pun intended. But yeah, as I mentioned, this grid here can actually come off now. It doesn't need to be on anymore. There we go. That grid is off, and I will just put it inside of the feeding chamber. So I'll leave it off now until about September time, like he said, because that's when the hornets come out apparently, and then I'll flip it around for the hornets so they can't get it into the hive and eat the bees. But hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. I'll get some hornet traps out as well, all stuff like that, so stay tuned. And if you want to see me double these hives, get like 5 more different hives, and just from this one hive I can get multiple hives. So if you want to see how I do that in the future, just make sure you stay tuned for this little bee adventure. So I was just walking around and I got stung. I've just took the stinger out, that's why it's bleeding, and give it a little squeeze. That's the first time I've ever got stung by a bee, but I'm kind of glad I've got stung now. For one, now I know I'm not allergic, which is kind of good. And if I was allergic, I would be a bit snookered in the middle of the forest with no EpiPen or anything like that. But at least I now know that I'm not allergic to bees, and that the stings don't actually hurt as bad as I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting it to hurt a lot more. It's kind of just like a little, like a nettle sting times 10, but it goes a bit faster, the pain does. Like I can barely feel it now, and it happened like 2 minutes ago. But yeah, so at least I've now been stung by a bee. So I've been here spending some time, and if you look up in the sky, you can see there's a lot more sunlight coming in now. All these flowers have now got sunlight for literally probably like 5-6 hours of the day. Have now got sunlight, and all the flowers that are planted, the wildest flowers, have now got extra sunlight, and I'll probably end up cutting a bit more here and there, trees down. But for now, this is very good, and it's a very good step in the right direction. About 2 days later since we've been here last, and the equipment that I ordered has still not came yet, so I obviously forgot to put trousers on again and I came back down in shorts. But now I know I'm not allergic to bees, I'm not too bothered. If I get stung by 1 or 2, it's not the end of the world. So I've got my suit on, got my gloves on, and we've got a new brick here for the front of this, because as you can see, it doesn't look too stable, and we could do without that. What a pain. I really need the trousers and I really need a smoker. But as you can see, the flowers are looking lovely here. Alright, I just need to borrow my phone so I can see if it's level, because I've got a level alert on my phone, and I'll get it sorted off camera now. That is a lot better now. So all I have to do is put a bit of mud under, and I forgot to bring my knife today. There we go. Right, hopefully they'll definitely calm down now. All I need to do today is open up the lid and put a bit more sugar water in, and then they can go back resting. Hopefully, it's currently Friday and Monday. The trousers, proper gloves, super, and the smoker will all come on Monday, which would be absolutely fantastic if it does. So you can see the first video of inside of this hive. Don't worry, the fishing videos are still going to be here. I'm just exploring some new hobbies that I also enjoy. So thank you very much for watching this week's video, and I'll catch you in next week's video.